Yo, welcome in to RobDaManMedia. I got my brother, I got my dog in here. Uncle Steve in the building. Man, what a pleasure to be in the building with Unc. Anytime we can have him on, man. What is going on, Unc?
Man, we just doing life, man. Just doing life. Had some good football going on, enjoying family, barbecuing and everything, and just doing that. And when you hit me up, I was like, yeah, man, hit me up. Let's do this, man. Let's do this. Let's go and get the rocket.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Just to let y'all know, my brother won't probably be on today. If he pops up, but I doubt he will. Just keep my brother in y'all prayers, cause I know y'all was waiting to see what Coach J had to say, his thoughts and everything from the game. But my brother won't be on tonight, so man, if y'all just put him in y'all prayers, man, we'll really appreciate that for sure. Oh, my brother popped in. My brother is here. He popped in. Look at that. See what happens? My brother popped up. I was
What's
just telling.
going on, Doc?
Hey, brother, I was just telling him, what I'm saying, put a prayer out there. My brother showed up. So we here.
Yeah, I'm here, bro. I ain't here for a long time, but I'm here, bro.
Y'all know, man. Hey, listen, we appreciate your presence, man. I know everything ain't, what it is right now, and you going through. I just keep my brother in your prayers. But hey, let's get the show started. We'll kick it off to Coach Drake, because I know he ain't gonna be here for a long time. Coach Drake, what's your thoughts about the Georgia Tech game?
Um, I had some high points and some low points. I'm not as upset as I think everybody else is. I saw some things we need to work on. This isn't the same team as last year. Georgia Tech was a good football team. I think we expected us to just go out there and uh look dominating, and that just wasn't the case. Georgia Tech had some good things. The only thing is you got to capitalize on your on those turnovers. You got to. There's no way you get three turnovers and you get no points, or you get 7 points and that's it. You have to capitalize, and I think that was the only real thing that I would say. Okay, uh, that we got to capitalize on that kind of stuff. But overall, when you go back and you look, this football, guys, I don't know what y'all thinking when y'all think that every game we're gonna come out here and beat people to death. That's not going to happen. I said this the other day. It's a heavyweight fight. They gonna throw some punches. We gonna throw some punches, and we had an opportunity. We went right to the 12th round, and we had an opportunity. We had an opportunity to finish the fight, and we didn't. And they did. So you pick your head up, uh, and you get ready for the next week. I do think we need to get the receivers more involved. I will say that. Uh, but overall, I just think that we played a good football team. And we battled. I could see if Georgia Tech just came out here and mollywopped us and went up and down the field. Now we gotta stop the run. We gotta stop the run. We gotta figure that out. But this is what I'm gonna say. For all that crying that we hauled about Nakai Hill Green leaving, y'all see what happened to Alabama? Y'all see that softness that was going on over there? So
Yeah.
I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. I just like that's what I be saying. Sometimes we be crying about stuff that don't even be relevant like that. So I just think we got to go back to the drawing board, fix some stuff, get some other guys involved. But I was very pleased with the running backs. Very pleased with what I saw from the running backs and K saw in times. And like I said, we got to capitalize on certain stuff.
Uncle Steve, your thoughts?
Well, my thoughts, I have the same feelings Coach Trey has. I got more questions than answers, though, when it pertains to me. My questions would be this. Um, Coach Prime always says he want to dominate. He always puts on that he wants to dominate. We have to ask ourselves, as the offensive coordinator for the last 2.5 years, has his offensive schemes, if you look at all of his games, have they dominated in those games? And that's for somebody else to answer, not me. That's above my pay grade. But what I saw at Jackson State, even when they did dominate at Jackson State, he made changes. And
Yeah.
it gets to me, the way I'm looking at it, it gets to a point in time where you're going to say, hey, we're asking these kids to go out there, and if they don't dominate, they're getting replaced. Those kids are getting replaced. They're switching them out. They're getting somebody else to get the job done. And all I say when it pertains to that is this. Everybody's doing the best job they can do. To me, personally, the game should have, I don't go no coulda, shoulda, woulda, because you can't almost be pregnant. You're either pregnant or you're not. It ain't no. I was almost, man. I almost did it. No, you didn't. You either did or you didn't. But with that being said, Rob, I'll say this. I took a lot of good things out there. I saw some people. Colorado played hard. And I say they played hard because when you get 3 turnovers and a team takes the lead from you in halftime, man, that's hard to recover from. I don't care who you are. And they were driving the ball the way they were driving the ball as far as running. That's hard. So with me looking at it, I see a lot of positive things, but honestly, I got more questions than answers. And my questions to answers is, when is enough enough? And when is it time to go in another direction? Back to you, Robbie, man.
No doubt. All right, so here's my overall thoughts about this whole situation, right? When I look at everything and I break everything down, and I assess everything that's going on from a standpoint, no matter everything that people complain about, get upset about, we had an opportunity with 5 minutes and 19 seconds left in the game to just end it. Well, Georgia Tech couldn't even touch the ball to go win it. Like, let's be real. Like, we had the opportunity through everything that happened, all the things that couldn't go wrong, that might have went wrong, that could have went right, that could have. We had 5 minutes to drive the ball. And guess what? If you run the ball 3 times, that's 3 minutes guaranteed off the clock. Guaranteed. That's off the clock. So then, even if you would have went 3 and out, you're punting them the ball with 2 something left on the clock. So now you're making them have to play differently what they was gonna play. Would you allow when you punt that ball back to him? I right then I was like, the game's over. There's no way, because you can see it coming. I said, because for one, we can't even get it figured out on defense. We're rotating too much. There's no reason you can tell me 24 guys on defense should be playing in that type of high magnitude game. If you see 24 people rotating in that type of game, that means that is a problem on the defensive end. You know it. You know what it is. So from that standpoint, when you go through and you break down all the logistics, you just break down just the micromanage stuff. The micromanage piece, that's the piece that bothered me the most out of the game. It wasn't about us winning. It wasn't about us losing. It was the micromanaging on offense and defense, right? Offense, can we get the right skill group in for a certain package that we need to do to run, right? Can you put the wide receivers in the game that wants to block if we're going to run the ball and not have wide receivers that's not going to do their job? Because that's what it came down to, right? When we really could have had some breakout runs for 20, 30 yards, when K-Star could have really took off and ran, wide receivers weren't doing that job and block, as well as getting open. But then we go to the defensive side, right? Can we – and for once all night, I wanted to say, hey, man, you know what? Our defensive line ain't getting it done. You know what I'm going to do? And this is exactly what they did against UCF. And we're going to put 5 defensive linemen in there. Actual defensive linemen in there. No, the hell with the defensive ends, right? Just go, hey, listen. Big boards, Otis, McNeil, you could have put whoever else on TC.
Davis Swain.
And just go across the board, right? Davis Swain was doing his job. So from that standpoint, we never made adjustments that I've seen us make last year when we had these type of situations. Now, there are some anomalies, right? When you look at the Kansas game. But at the beginning of the season, when we played UCF, we made that adjustment. So that's all I wanted to see us do. Just make the adjustment. Let's make the adjustments. But that was my overall takeaway from the game. But when you look at the grand scheme of the game, when it was all said and done, they gave us opportunity to go win that game and take that game by the horn, and we didn't do it. So when you look at that last possession, Coach Dre, when you look at that last possession, we had it for 5 minutes. What is something that you would have rather seen us do differently in that possession that we didn't get accomplished?
Like I said, I don't never like to second guess a man because I'm not in his shoes and I'm not calling the plays and I'm not looking at. I haven't been at practice. I think we got away from some stuff that we had been working, and then Coach Prime told you when it's time to be the man, you wanna be the man. When it's time to be the man, you got to be the guy. K-Salt could have ran the ball.
Yeah.
He could have ran the ball and got us a first down and kept the sticks moving. I don't want him to think that he has. You don't have to be Shador Sanders.
I
All you
was
gotta
gonna
do is
get to that. Yeah, go
you
ahead.
don't have to do that because you stepped up in the pocket. It's a couple times I seen the lane. Hey, do what the dude from Florida State did, and all the other mobile quarterbacks. Hey, take what they give you. Do what Georgia Tech quarter. Hey, listen, I know what I'm here to do. Hurt all. Hey, I'm gonna run the football, and so that's what we brought you here to do. If we so it's just little things that we can sit here and nitpick at Pat Shermer, but it's other things that I feel like the players you gotta finish. Like all I can do is call the plays. Like you say, if we not blocking right, if we not all of that kind of stuff, if you're not doing that's not on coaching.
Yeah.
I can't coach effort. I can call a play and tell you what to do, but I can't coach effort. Again, you gotta capitalize in the first half when you get 3 turnovers. It's hard to come back from that. It's just very hard when you don't capitalize. Football is a game of inches. Uh I agree with you when you say about the defensive line. I there's nothing good for us to really talk about. There's nothing good for us to really talk about. But again, that team going they uh everybody loves to remember the Titans. Hey, I run 5 plays. And I'm not gonna veer away from that. You might stop it every now and then, but eventually it's gonna work. And that's what they just believe in that. They just believe in that, and they stuck to their guns. And so I just think we gotta today by Friday we should have been forgot about this game. Because
For us,
it doesn't
yeah.
it doesn't help us none. But I just like I say, I just think certain times we got to do what we do best. Right now, I don't. Again, what do we do best? And I think that's what everybody's upset about because you don't know what the identity is going to be. What we do know is we got 2 good running backs. We got a quarterback that has the dual threat capabilities, and K Salt can throw the ball, and I think we can catch the ball. We just got to do a little more of going in with a game plan of trying to get the playmakers to football. So that's what I would like to see him do. But I would have liked K Salt to have done what we brought him here to do, and that's run the football when you have the opportunity to run it. I'm not saying that you got to run it all the time, but when you step up in the pocket and you see that thing open up like the Red Sea, you got to go. You got to go to get the first down and keep the sticks moving. Go ahead, huh?
Coach Trey, the way I see it is this here. You nailed it. But at the end of the day, a snake bites, a scorpion stings. They bite. They're gonna do it. K Salt, you know what they came there to do. And at the end of the day, do what K Salt do. And I'll leave it as that. K Salt just need to do what he do. But when I saw it, I was like, I'm running the ball. I'm just running the ball. You can put it any way you want to. The ball is going to be in K Salt's hand, and K Salt gets to do what he needs to do. Put him in motion. I didn't see not one. Maybe I missed something. We could have done an option or something where K Salt out there and got that track hawk out there with him. He running when he see the lane. If he hit the lane, he gone. If not, and then you also have this one here. This is what I don't understand, and you will never. I don't care what nobody say. When do we get to the point where we're always throwing the ball behind the line of scrimmage? When you
Yeah.
got all of that speed, Georgia Tech, one thing, if you're going to do that, why don't you have it where people are in motion and they're running 100 miles per hour and we're doing it? Not and then people talking about, well, the receivers. Well, it was a little different. After the first couple of plays you saw, Georgia Tech was attacked. Man, when Georgia Tech is in you 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage, it means they are aggressive on that. So why don't you take that and say, okay, we're gonna counter that now. Since you so aggressive, now we're gonna go over your head a little bit and go for I ain't talking about 50 yards, just 7 yards, and then let the receivers do stuff. So with that being said, this ain't coming on here being a Monday morning quarterback, blah, blah, blah. But what I do tell people, I'm watching North Carolina right now, and I just saw a seven play, 83-yard drive for a touchdown for North Carolina. Michael Jordan, Lawrence Taylor, Randy Moss at the game. Roy Williams. you know, they rocking. And one thing I can get Colorado props for, and this is what I think we should commend, that crowd did their job. That crowd was rocking. And that was one of the first games I've seen, because I've seen quite a few, where that crowd really made a difference and really was pushing. So with all of that being said, it's time for Colorado, me personally, a move has to be made in which you're gonna have to straighten it out. And this is what I'll tell people. Coach Dre is gonna hit this one here probably a little later on. They're gonna come the next couple of games and they're gonna knock their heads loose. That means absolutely nothing, because if you come back and we play a very good team and we do the same things that we've been doing for the last 2.5 years, you're gonna get the same results. So back to you, Rob, the man.
Uncle Steve, you hit some points right there in the head. And that's why I put that pitch up there. How many times have you seen at home where you got the quarterback holding his arm where he can barely hear? So you know the crowd was doing something, right? Quiet down while we're on offense so they can get the play in, right? But here's another takeaway that I looked at from a sense. I was texting Coach Jay as the game was going on, and I said, we're running this offense like it's Shedeur Sanders back there. And we're not running this offense as it's Kate Salt back there. A lot of things, a lot of philosophies, a lot of things that you're doing, it's like Shedeur understands where the blitz is coming from. He's going hot route. And that's one of the things that if it's anything that I can say, the wide receivers and understanding hot routes and where people are blitzing from on passing situations didn't get done. I don't care what you want to say, how you want to say. It's plenty of times where, hey, man, this guy lining up, and it's a guy lining up behind him. And Coach Proud talk about the foolery at practice. Like, hey, man, you know somebody is coming. When you see two guys lined up behind each other, you know one of them is coming. You know it. So why not just go in hot route? But we forget about talking about that, right? It's just, hey, man, just don't pass around the bus. Hey, man, understand what you're watching. It's some things that we didn't do in the position groups of why some of these mistakes happen. It wasn't just all about Pat. It's some things that K-Salt did. I'm like, yo, come on, dog. Come on, dog. You've been here long enough. But here's my question to you guys. When you guys looked at the offense in totality, right, what are some of the things that you could have this is more for Coach Dre, because I know what you should do, but I just want to, Coach Dre, what could you have done to ease the game for K-Salt, for him to ease into the game, to take some of that pressure? Because this is his first real, like, hey, you in a big boy crowd, it's time to play, and take some of that nervousness out of him.
I think Miss Lexi said it in the comment group. It seemed like it was hard for him to hear the plays whenever they were getting called. I kept seeing him have his hand over his ears like he was trying to hear exactly what the call was. Again, you gotta Pat gotta, like you say, I believe that you calling this game like you got a guy like Shedeur Sanders back there. And again, like you say, you got to see the hot routes. You got to see that. But I think K-Salt was trying to ease. And listen to what we saying. Georgia Tech is probably one of the best teams in the ACC. Y'all see what the ACC look like right now? So it's not like we just went out there and got beat by Northern Illinois or nobody like that. That was a good doggone football team that has a chance to play for the ACC championship. And we played with them. Now, let me tell you about football. Rob will tell you, we was down 19 Thursday night.
Facts.
I know Rob probably was like, what is Drayton out there doing? But when the scoreboard ended, it was 28-25 with us up. So what you have to do is it's going to be even flows in football. And it might not all go your way, but you got to stay the course. That's the one thing I did like. But offensively, I just think you got to do a few more RPOs. I like when they was motioning that tight end, bringing him back. He was wide open, getting Atkins the ball a little more. It's little stuff like that. You got to give him little hitch routes. I'm just tired of I'm tired of the bubble screen. I am. I'm just being honest with y'all, and I'm just tired of the bubble screen right now. I just don't want to run that. If we were trying to get somebody the ball in space, let's just run the hitch, quick slant, something like that. I'm tired of the bubble screen right now. That ain't it right now. for us. Uh, I like getting, like I said, I see what they were trying to do, trying to get Gibson the ball, Hodge the ball, but let's get them the ball maybe on some receiver screens or, like I say, some quick outs, some quick slants.
Yeah.
But let's not run the bubble screen so much, because again, if a receiver misses a block, the guy gonna get blowed up.
Oh, no
Yeah,
doubt.
all it takes in that offense. So I just think we got to get him easy throws. Again, keep doing what we're doing with Michael Welch, with Trackhawk, with Price. I like what I saw from those guys. Again, y'all, how many? I want to know how many rushing attempts, because like I say, I got a lot going on. I didn't look, but I know we had at least have over 20 some rushing attempts. That's what y'all asked for, so they gave it
Mm-hmm.
to you. You get what I'm
Was it
saying? But we got
19?
it. Okay, we're close to 20. I know that's way more than what we've been having. So we just, like I say, and you're right though. This week, if you come out here and you beat the piss out of Delaware, nobody's gonna give you any credit. But again, I know Delaware's a good football team. I got boys on that team, so they're gonna come in here and they're gonna play. But again, we didn't lose to Powder Puffs, guys. That was a good football team with one of the best quarterbacks in the country, a good running back. And we play, and that's what football is.
It's 30 carries between everybody accumulated.
30
But
carries.
it's 30. It's 31 if you quote.
But you count K-Salt. You count a lot of K. How many K-Salt got?
K-Salt had 13.
That's my point. If you take K-Salt out of there,
yeah.
But again, what else? What are we asking for? So now we take them 13 rushing attempts away and they 13 dropbacks. Y'all upset?
oh no. We're gonna count it. K-Salt need to have 20, or K-Salt need to have 20. That's all I'm saying.
You gotta look like the dude from Florida State. You gotta look like Florida State right now. You gotta. Hey, I ain't gonna tell y'all no lie. Florida rocking and rolling right now, but you can't tell these niggas in Florida nothing right now, boy. Can't nobody.
You shouldn't. They've had the best week in college football. The state of Florida. Awesome.
For sure,
Congrats to them. Congrats to them. And they earned it. They put work in.
Yeah. So Michael had 11 carries. Price had 5. Trackout had 1. Gibson had 1, and then 13 to K-Salt. So that's the breakdown of it. But see, that's my point right there, right? All y'all kept asking them to do is run the ball, run the ball, run the ball. I feel like they forced to run more than they actually wanted to run the ball. Is they went out and came out and ran the ball because, hey, we said we gonna run the ball, so we have to show you we gonna run the ball instead of just having a rhythm and a balance to understand what is Georgia Tech doing. Now let's act to what they're doing, right? When we put in speed stuff, they really had problems with our speed guys. We just didn't put our speed guys in situations for them to be successful. That's what the truth of the matter really come down to. If we put our guys with speed in situations and say, hey, you got Gibson on that same route that you put track on with them linebackers, mismatch, those are 20, 30-yard gains, easy. But we played our own self because we was trying to go out there and show people, hey, we're going to run the ball. But it's like how you run the ball is more important than what you do as runs, right? You can easily say, hey, I'm going to hand the ball off, but, hey, what kind of runs are they? What kind of situations are we running the ball in to take advantage of the defense? So, Uncle Steve, when you look at the way we ran the ball, the opportunities that we gave, do you think what's your assessment on the running game from that standpoint?
Well, my assessment is this one here. Let me throw this at you, Rob, and then I'm gonna answer the question. You have to look at your future. With what you're doing right now, are you going to recruit another Jordan Seaton? Because you got Jordan Seaton over there clapping and doing his hands, let's run the football, and we're going away from it. That's what I would ask first, because I'm looking at your future. You have to have an identity. Georgia Tech identity is this. We're going to run this ball, and we're going to run this ball. We're going to run this ball. We're going to run this ball, and we're going to run this ball. We're going to run this ball down your throat, and we're going to keep the game close, and at the end of the game, we're going to bust one. And that's what you do. You have to what's our identity as Colorado? What do we hang our hat on? So to me, it should be this. If you listen to Jordan Seaton's interview after the game,
I'm gonna play that. Don't worry about it. That's
cool. Please do, because that answers the question. And I don't have to repeat what Jordan Seaton.
I'll play it right
now. And I'm
people try to make football complicated. You run the ball, they stack the box. Now you throw the ball. Once they do that, now they spread out. Now we running RPOs. We got a quarterback with legs. Now we're going to let him use his legs. So now we got to get to the point where we're playing chess with teams, you know? And I think establishing a run will help, you know, the pass, the RPOs, the quick plays. Will help everything. When you run the ball, people fear to run.
Just for you, Unc. Just for you, Unc. I got you.
So what he told you was you impose your will against the other team and you make them tap out. It's just like it's like the ultimate fighting. You go in there and you choke them out and make the person tap out. And that's what you do. But what you're doing with those big offensive linemen, you're hurting them because people are looking at like, okay, y'all want to do all these receivers. And I hate to tell you, I watched Notre Dame go to the national championship and they didn't have not one receiver. They had an offensive line and some running backs, and they had a quarterback that ran a little bit, and they got to the national championship.
They had one speed. They had one speed receiver, and when they wanted to throw that thing over the top, just so you could respect the running game. That's all they did.
But my point is, but that thing was they pounded that football, and you can get to a national championship if you can run that tater. If you looked at Michigan ran that football. And all I'm saying is you're not going to recruit these big boys that we need to be successful trying to think with the motto of we want to get these fast guys and all these receivers. I could care less. Colorado's going to get receivers, but we need to get an identity and winning. If you're talking about winning Big 12 championships in the cold, you're going to have to run the football. And if we don't get Jordan Seaton what he wants, we're going to hurt those young men that are there that want to go to that next level because people are going to count it against them that they ain't pounding that ball and everything else like they should when it's time for them to go to the draft. So all I'm saying is I want Coach Prime to succeed. And if Coach Prime is going to succeed, I'm talking about succeed in recruiting, succeed in winning, succeed in getting Colorado to where you need to be each and every week where people fear you. You're going to have to lean on this offensive line because you got the offensive line that you wanted. You got a very good offensive line. Now it's time to lean on them. Back to you, Rob, the man.
All right, so we're going to play this. Go ahead, Dre.
Bro, no. I gotta go. We gotta get ready to meet with my family right quick and meet with the boys. Like I say, man, I appreciate everybody. Coach probably gonna be in and out for the next week. We got a big game, and then I got to deal with my family and deal with my boys. Get these guys over this death in the family and try to get us through this week. Got a big game. Ain't beat this team in 15 years, so Coach will be in and out. Rob and Uncle will be taking care of business. But I appreciate all the prayers, the thoughts and prayers. If y'all send anything, send it to Rob, and Rob will get it to me. Like I said, I love everybody. I appreciate it, but I got to go deal with this. And y'all be good. Love y'all guys. Y'all hold it down for me.
No doubt, man. Press. All right, play a little game right quick. It's like I said, man, keep Dre in your prayers. We appreciate that. It's something serious that I'm saying with the death, but gotta keep the show rolling. So we're gonna play a little game. And before we play this game, it's about position. So we got Coach Prime. He said one thing. He said
sometimes y'all be on that bull jump.
So now we gotta see.
Sometimes y'all be on that bull jump.
On that bull jump for the position grades for the week. So normally this is something that me and Coach Dre, something we started last year, but hey, we have to add that in, with the Coach Prime, you be on that bull jump. So we finna ask, starting with the quarterbacks, give me your quarterback grade for the week.
Well, for the quarterback grade, I'm gonna be real quick with this, and I'm gonna give K-Salt a C plus. I'm gonna do a C plus for him because K-Salt didn't lose the game. He didn't lose the game. He didn't make big mistakes to lose the game. He sure didn't. But I'm gonna do a C plus. He played hard. We could have finished up some things, but C plus for me, and I'll go from there for QB grade. Back to you, Ron.
Okay. I'm giving him a C plus, but here's why. I just don't want him to be Shador. I don't want him to go out there and try to show the word that he can throw the ball. Just be you, and you try to play mistake-free football. You try to be like, man, I'm just gonna take this. I'm just gonna do that instead of like hey, man, if you make this mistake, you make the mistake. And what I really want to see from K-Salt, when we got them 3 turnovers, that's when you should have made the mistake right there. That's when you should have just tried to force it right then and there. When we got them 3 turnovers in a row, you should try to make the mistake early because you can always get it back in the end, right? But then at the end, because he's already not in a rhythm in the game, the play calling is out of whack. Those things took a toll. So hey, all I can say is to this.
Sometimes y'all be on that bull jump.
Hey, there you have it. Moving on. We got the running back room. What's the grade?
Hey, with the running back room, I'm giving them a B plus. They got 5.8 yards per carry, 5.6 yards per carry. They get a B plus. Would have gave them an A, but you can't give them an A because they ain't get enough attempts. That wasn't their fault. But my point is this one here. So I'm doing B plus. They did a fantastic job. They didn't turn the ball over, and they ran that rock. So B plus for me. But if they'd have got it more, I think that A would have been easy. Back to you, Rob.
I'm at a B plus, A minus. I'm right in that range because I wanted to see them touch it a little bit more. I feel like, hey, if you gave Michael Welch about 4-5 more carries, that game's different. Game's different. But also, what I'll say to this, right? This is one thing I did get mad at them about. When you seen that seed express and you seen Hill open up that hole on that left side and he got that bust at 30, you should have came back like, hey, we just gonna keep running behind them until they stop us. Like, you got to stop us on this left side. Hey, that left side of the offensive line, it's a real problem. And we got to start running behind that thing, man. I don't know what else to tell you, how else I can put this down, but you got to run behind that left side of the line, dog. I'm just keeping it buck. Like, you got to run behind that left side of the line. That's what it is. But, hey, as you know.
Sometimes y'all be on that bull jump.
There you have it. West up, wide receivers.
Oh, man. Wide receivers, they didn't have a good day to me. And the reason I say that, the blocking. As a receiver, you have to block. And with that, I'm going to go, and then it was a few drops. So for me, C minus. I should give them a D, but I'm going to do C minus and go from there. But they didn't. You can't drop and not block. I'm sorry. And you got some things done. So, but one thing I will say, the other ones they did catch. Well, you can't even give them credit for that. C minus, and let me just leave it at that.
I'm gonna give him a D plus. Here's why. Everything that I've seen on Well Off and Reach the People, that showed up on game day. Don't worry about it. Because I always tell people, like, just be patient. Because how you practice what shows up on game day, you don't worry about it. When you see them don't block, and when people down the field and they don't take that extra rep to go block somebody downfield, and they just stop and get to looking because they're like, oh dang, he really took off. Damn, what should I do? Right? Them times where scrambling drills happen at practice, but you be half-assing and you ain't running down the field like you're supposed to, or trying to find a way to get open. Those things added up. So from that standpoint, I gotta go with D minus. I mean a D plus on it. I gotta go D plus. You know what I'm saying in there, but it almost could have been an F because I was some things that I was just like, hey, the way we wasn't getting the separation, the route running mistakes, so just the minor mistakes we ran, not blocking in a run game, like, man, that stuff add up. So hey, all I can say is
sometimes y'all be on that bull jump.
Peace. Tight ends. How are we looking at tight ends? How you thinking?
Well, one thing I can say about tight ends, Atkins was very productive. Atkins did what he's supposed to do. I didn't like that one penalty, so because of that penalty was pretty big on him. But anything other than that, I'll say Atkins. I'm gonna give him a C plus on it. He was very productive. He was open. He was open. He was open. So I'll give him a C plus, and I'll call it that. He got some stuff he got to clean up, but he played fairly well.
I'm going B minus. And the reason I'm going B minus is because we missed some key blocks that could have opened up to some explosive plays. We missed a key block on the screenplay that could have got some things open. And there was another situation that happened in the run game where we missed a key block that could have sprung K-Salt for a good 40, 50 yards if we made that block. So, hey, tight ends, got to say, don't be on that way.
Sometimes y'all be on that bull jump.
All right, though. Offensive line grades, what we doing?
Well, I'm gonna get props to the offensive line. Just one sack. So for me, the offensive line, I'm gonna get an offensive line that people can say whatever they want to. I'm giving them an A- for me because they, if they would have leaned on that offensive line, it's a different game. So I'm giving the offensive line they props. You know, they had a little thing. Like I told people a long time ago, if I know the Seaton Express is open, why the heck am I running to the right side? Yeah, you
Like,
don't even need to go over there. Stay left with Atkins or whatever you need to do and keep it moving. And then when you want to, when the team starts, everybody rolling to the left. Now I take K-Salt and we run into the right option, and it's over. It's
hey,
over.
hey,
Save
see,
it for the end of the game. Back to you,
you,
Rob the man.
hey, you better than me because how we started the game, I would have kept running that thing. Hey, listen, hey, we are running behind the Seaton Express in hill. We going downhill all game. Hey, until you get a stop of it. Okay, you think you got to stop to it? Okay, cool. We just gonna put them two big dogs and get them out in front. Now, hey, Jordan Seaton from the block everything over there now. Hey, we gonna keep countering, power, like stretch run. We doing everything behind the left side of that line until you get tired of it, right? You thought you stopped? Okay, we're gonna counter and bring back, and we're gonna pull them around to the other side. Don't worry about it. We got something for you. Now, what I'll say, and this is why I give the offensive line, I don't give them an A. When we brought the two offensive line in for tight ends, I did not agree with that. And I think that cost us a lot of points on the board by doing that. I would just rather us just have wide receivers and push them towards the sideline and give us space, then close that space down and add two offensive line and tight end and make them 83 and 84. All right, that's the only not. All right, offensive line. Hey, other than that, y'all was solid. So I got to give y'all a flat B. Because the two offenses, the X offensive line cost you, and then when we went to sub for no goddamn reason and bring in Kareem Harden, and he picks up two penalties in a row, that's what killed me for you. That's what killed you for you. I ain't gonna hold you. Everything else was good. But y'all, and them two mistakes right there, gotta hold accountable to it. Because you know why?
Sometimes y'all be on that bull jump.
Defensive line. Where we at? Hey, listen, we on the defense side. So I'm already expecting it. It's gonna be a lot of defensive bad grades on this side. But hey, I'm gonna say this before you start. Hey, I need to see some more Chrissy Wiggins out there on the goddamn field. He only had 12 snaps. I need to see some more of that. But go ahead.
Woo! That defensive line. That are we counting the ones that hold the edge other than Arden Walker and they just running in there running?
Everybody's a part of it. Everybody.
Oh, they getting an F. You getting an F. Anytime a quarterback run for what he ran, you made a couple good plays, but a blind squirrel will find a nut every once in a while. So you can get the F. You can get the F. You can get the F. So that it's sad to say a few people did some good things, but the F is coming. The F is coming. So enjoy it on that bull junk. They getting the F.
Hey, listen, you can't do nothing but go up from this, but hey, it was a lot of bull junk I seen happening, dog. It was a lot of bull junk. I ain't gonna hold you. It was a lot of bull junk happening on this goddamn on this defensive line now. Now I will say this: there were some players in certain spurts in certain series where they was just like, hey, they looked at dominant, but consistency matters, and I don't think we ever put a defensive line out there that all play consistent at one time. That's what the real problem was. Right? And it was too much of mismatch here, mismatch there. Hey, man, you know how this thing goes. You need a rhythm. All way you can get rhythm is you got to have people playing so they understand how to play with next to each other. And that's the thing of, hey, man, we ain't got no depth chart. All right. We ain't got no depth chart. We're going to have a depth chart this week. I promise you that. You ain't going to be just rolling out there. Like, hey, man, put them two guys in and put that. No, dog. They either playing or they ain't playing. Forget all this. Everybody needs to play. This participation award that we doing. No. Not this week. Oh no, not this week. We gonna find out who want to play football now. We gonna find out who really love it. So hey, defensive line, I ain't gonna hold you. What y'all did last week?
Sometimes y'all be on that bull jump.
Hey, I gotta play at least 5 times just because the grade that y'all goddamn got. All right. So hey, listen, defensive line. I'm sorry, but y'all, this is what it was.
Sometimes y'all be on that bull jump. Sometimes y'all be on that bull junk. Sometimes y'all be on that bull junk. Sometimes y'all be on that bull junk.
Sometimes y'all just be on that bull jump. And y'all was on that bull jump. That's what that was. Y'all was on that per bull jump. All right? But hey, linebackers. And I know y'all made some plays out there. And y'all was hurrying up to muffle up them, you know what I'm saying, them loose balls to the field. But hey, there are some things that I didn't like, and there are some things I did like. But Uncle Steve, go ahead before I get my thoughts about it.
Well, Rob, on that one, the linebackers, you can start playing that bull jump because as far as I'm concerned, it was too many missed assignments.
Sometimes y'all be on that bull junk.
So and they be on that bull junk. Too many missed assignments. I'm like, you can get your credit for laying on the football. That okay, good. You did what you were taught to do, but it's too many missed assignments. That middle, Coach Dre said. And I told people when he was tweeting and stuff, the Red Sea was open. And he had the Red Sea was open. I look sometimes, I'm like, and what hurt the linebackers, why they getting the F from me, when Hughes did that interview afterwards, and I mean F, Hughes told the truth. Hughes said, man, I don't know what my eyes were seeing, basically. He said they was doing some stuff. He said they were doing some stuff playing tricks. He saw the ghetto boys. The mind was playing tricks on him. He saw the ghetto boys, and as far as I'm concerned, I ain't giving you credit for a couple good plays. You getting an F. That quarterback still running, man. You getting an F, and we'll leave it alone.
Uncle Steve, it was like Scatterboo all the time.
Sometimes y'all be on that bull jump.
That's what it look like. That's what it look like. Hey, Scatterboo left, Scatterboo right, Scatterboo this. Hey, that's all that quarterback's doing. Hey, man, I'm going to run left. I'm going to run right. I'm going to run over you. I'm going to run around you. I'm going to run you in circles and spin off and go to the crib. Hey, man, I'm going to call my mom while I run to the crib. Hey, mom, what you doing for, you know what I'm saying? Call auntie. Hey, tell her to make some of that food, good food. You know, you have on Sunday. Hey, tell her to make some of that up because we're going to be ready for Sunday. That's what it look like. I ain't going to hold you. That's what it look like. Now,
and the last play of the game, well, not the last play of the game, but when he scored the last thing, man, that boy running like his back was hurting. He was running like he had and nobody even close to him. The boy couldn't even get to the sideline. And I'm looking at the linebackers, and they got demolished. I'm like, golly.
Hey, I'm not even finna hold you. That man wanted to tap out. He had every reason why he wanted to tap out. And you know what we did? Here you go. Hey, go ahead. Here you go. You know, that's what it was. That's exactly what it was. And that man wanted to tap out on Friday. He was like, man, but he kept saying, hey, man, they ain't really hit me. But, hey, I am a little hurt. But you know what we did? That's what we do. We went to the most critical series to not have the starting linebackers out there, not the safeties out there. And it's like, hey, dog, at some point, bro, when y'all gonna bring corner blitz? Y'all know they ain't gonna throw the ball. Y'all know they ain't gonna throw the ball. Y'all know. Hey, at some point, hey, we gonna run the linebacker blitz. Hey, we gonna just we just gonna tell this dude, hey, just run to the quarterback. I don't give a damn what you say. Just go run at the quarterback. Don't care. Y'all like this was the first time y'all seen a running quarterback before. This ain't. But hey, listen, linebackers. There were some good things I've seen out of Sean Myers that I feel like he should have been out there on that field, right? I don't give a damn that our top 3 leading tacklers were linebackers. You know about them plays they made was goddamn 8, 9, 10 yards down the field, not in the backfield. So we had opportunities where we could have went in field and went and destroyed something in the backfield, and we like, oh no. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. But one thing I can say, man, linebackers, y'all was on some.
Sometimes y'all be on that bull jump.
Let's talk to me. Talk to me, chat. What y'all got? Corners, y'all up next. How you see? Because I got some real thoughts about the safety. That's why I separate these two.
Well, I'm glad you did that when you did cornerbacks, because what I will say, McKinney, I ain't have no problem with McKinney. I really didn't. I think McKinney was solid. He was very solid. He played. You just didn't see issues on this side. Those penalties, man. Dog is 3rd and 18. Left you off they scored off. I don't get these, but what I will say, Rob, thank goodness for Reach the People and Well Off. He does it every week in practice. You watch it, and on 2 of them, I heard him say, man, you're holding them all the way down there. You got to get your hands off. And I think Phillips said that. Phillips said it too. Phillips even said this. He said, man, you got to get your hands off you. And if you practice that way, 3rd and 18s, 3rd and 20, 3rd and 10, I'd rather you just let the person, you just stay as close as possible to the person and let them make a play. Do not get personal fouls like that because they are killers on 3rd and 18. So for me, because of the fact you had one side did okay, I'm gonna do it down the middle. I'm gonna do a C- for him, and that's only because McKinney. If you took McKinney off of there, you can put the bull junk up there. Because take McKinney off, you can put the bull junk. It's an F, and I mean F. But other than that, with McKinney on there, I can't go a F because he didn't play like an F. But his friends did. So we're just gonna go from there. So I'm gonna say a C-, and I'll go from there. To you, Mr. Raw.
I'm just telling you, I'm being honest with you. DJ McKinney, only thing they say this group. He said, I'm gonna travel. He traveled. And guess what? That person that y'all is doing all that yak and talking about, how many kids he end up with? What was the yardage? I'll wait. You know what I'm saying? All that y'all was talking about. What he do? Okay. So DJ did what he's supposed to do. He did his responsibility. Now, quarterback 2, we got some real issues there. We got some real issues. Yeah, I'm just gonna keeping the buck. Hey, quarterback 2. Hey, I don't want to hear no talking. Hey, man, we ready for the cameras? All that, man. Y'all ain't ready for none of that, dog. Y'all was just talking. Y'all ain't ready for that. Because when it was time to show up and y'all had every opportunity to make some plays on the ball that y'all didn't make, oh, yeah. Hey, come on now. What we talking about? Now, some of this, it was just like, hey, man, do y'all realize what coverage y'all in? Do y'all know what y'all responsibilities are? But here's what it is. The moment was too bright for them. That's what it was. The moment was too bright. Hey, listen, it's different when you're at practice. You get to talk, you get to chirping all this. It hits different when 60,000 people in there watching and it's yelling. What we doing? But hey, corners.
Sometimes y'all be on that bull jump.
I'll say this again, corners. Y'all be what?
Sometimes y'all be on that bull jump.
Hey, so corners. I'm gonna give you a C because DJ saved y'all. But without DJ, but I'll credit to this. See, here's corners. This is what really saved y'all. Georgia Tech didn't even want to throw the ball. That's what really saved you. Now, if they really want to throw the ball, it could have been a whole different other conversation. I ain't gonna hold you. It could have been a whole different other conversation. But hey, corners, you got saved this week by the bell. But here we go. This is what real conversation needs to have. Because I know you know this. I said the safety was one of the keys to the goddamn game. I said this loud and clear.
Yeah.
I said this loud and clear. I said, listen, this gonna come down to safety play. It ain't gonna. If any position is come down to, it's gonna come to the safeties coming down to hit. And what happened? Mm-hmm. What happened? Matter of fact, I'm just gonna start out.
Sometimes y'all be on that bull jump.
Get out just like that. You go ahead, cause I'm already giving them an F. But go ahead.
You already know. When I saw who they put out there starting, I already knew. I can turn the horse around and go from there. The physicality wasn't there. They weren't coming up attacking, hitting like I thought they would. As far as the safeties are concerned, it's just it was too many. It was too many people coming in and out. It was just not good combinations for me, and I just didn't see it. I'd rather them play that freshman if you're gonna play anybody. Because
don't get me started about that. Because I'm going next. Go ahead.
I didn't know that. I didn't even know that. I'd rather you see him because he's a headhunter. At least he'll come down and hit somebody. And I know he done put a little pound or some weight on him because of Body by Swayze. All of them put a little weight. But with that being said, Rob, I was disappointed. I'm talking about, I saw all that. You put this person in, you put this person in, you put this. I'm like, God, are we doing what we did last year with your boy? With your boy, we put that linebacker. I'm like, come on, folks. I just, these DEI hires, I'm not down with it at some time. But with that being said, they getting the F and I'll keep it moving.
I'm gonna just rip the band-aid off. Hey, listen, Branch. I don't know what the hell you got going on. I don't know what small things you got going on that you ain't watching film or whatever that is, my brother. But hey, I need to see Zeus on the field next week, dog. I need you to get whatever the hell you got going on. I need you to get that fixed. Because one thing I know for sure, you would have came down and you would have went and smacked some things. You would have came down and you wouldn't have took these bad angles some of these safeties were taking, dog. I'm just flat out being honest. Some of these angles that they was taking, I know we only had 3 missed tackles. But some of these poor angles that we was taking on the quarterback, well, we could have just cleaned his clock. That we missed on opportunities. That's what I'm talking about. Because one thing I do know, hey, 22 he got some speed on him. He rangy, and guess what? He gonna come down here and he gonna hit someone with some force. I do know that. So whatever the issue is, I don't know if it's internal, as far as just understanding the playbook, or it's just, hey, you just ain't getting small things done. But whatever that is, TJ, hey, my dog, I know you from Florida, dog. I done seen you play up in person. I know what you're capable of doing, dog. But I need you to get that itch together right now. If anything they show you, boy, you got some opportunities to really play this year. You got some real opportunities the way they was looking. Because the rest of that bull job back there, come miss me with it.
Hey,
but
Rob,
but let me give credit though. Ben has some great play. I give him.
He made a couple good tackles. Yeah, he did. And I ain't got Ben is gonna do what Ben does. But at the end of the day, you're gonna have to have somebody when it pertains to a safety that people fear, that people know this person gonna lay some wood on him. And Ben just ain't that person. Ben is the type of player, he'll be consistent and he'll make the play that he need to make. We need somebody that's gonna pop off that screen and be like, bam, oh, he coming. He coming. He gonna lay it.
That's Brent.
That's Brent. That's my point. That's my point. That's what you need back there, because if you don't have that, you're in trouble. And this is my next thing I'll throw to you, Rob. I watch Netflix, the Dallas Cowboy Dynasty. We need a Charles Haley. We need somebody who ain't got good sense. We need somebody who makes people comfortable being uncomfortable. See, that's my thing. I'm comfortable being uncomfortable. We don't have that kind of player. We need to have somebody on Colorado. When they walk in the room, people be like, damn, he might hit us upside the head or he might shake our hand. We don't know what he's gonna do. And Coach Prime now understand when you got players like that, it changes things for you, because football is about toughness. And toughness and discipline, and we need one of them. We need at least one.
All right, Big Lord Bang. Here's the thing about it. We don't need to stack the box. We got the personnel to do it, but the personnel ain't out there. I don't think you realize that some people didn't play because they hurt or whatever discipline reasons, but we have the personnel to get what we need done where we don't have to stack the box. That's why I'm not saying stack the box, because I feel like we have the defensive personnel where we should not. If we have to stop the box and stack the box, we have some real problems, because we shouldn't have to. The way we recruited, we shouldn't have to. But it's also, hey, are we going to allow what we recruited to actually go out there and play together and create some chemistry, right? Because that's what's going to matter. That's what's going to carry us. It's only one game, right? This grade is just for one game. It ain't the season. It's just one game. How you played last week, right? To be honest with you, tomorrow, this flushed away. Hey, we on the Delaware. I don't care about what happened. Y'all can miss me with it. I'm on the Delaware. But what I'm saying to you is this, right? We shouldn't have had to stack the box. We had the personnel where we should have better got it done. We could have went to a 50 front, which is five defensive linemen on the field, right? We did it before. So don't say we can't do it with Robert Lipson. We did it before. We could have went to a 4-3 and put another linebacker and take one of the safeties off the field.
I'd rather you put Wade back there with a 4-3. You could put Wade back there as one of the linebackers, because he, at least with Wade gonna attack the line, and that's what and he big, so you could use this, and he got speed coming in, going straight up and down. So I'm like, those are kind of things I see. I'm like, if you're gonna do it, but what we did, goodness gracious, how many runs do the dude have to do before somebody say, man, we got to change something? We got to change something. But hey, but it is what it is. One game. And with that one game, you keep it moving.
Let me explain something about French. French is a space guy. He's not a run stopper. That's the difference, right? When we go against spread teams that run the ball, he's going to be perfect. You're going to see a whole bunch of stops in the backfield. But when you go against power teams that run power football, that's not the type of linebacker that you want out there. He you know what I'm saying? So you got this. It looked good, right? Because, hey, man, listen. There are some times where he just flashed off the screen, where he was just flying around. He just happened to be in the goddamn right place at the right goddamn time. You know what I'm saying? That's all it was. But when you start playing against spread teams where he has to match up with somebody, or he has the option of, hey, you got the quarterback or the running back, hey, man, he's gonna look brilliant in those situations. I just think we substituted wrong, right? And also, right, K Sauce's brother was hurt. He didn't play in the game. I think that's it. I think that changes the rotation at the linebacker. So certain things and certain players playing because of injury and off the field issues for discipline reasons, those things happen. But hey, it's just what it is. So as we go through this, man, hey, listen, it's okay, man. It's 1 week. We're gonna get through it. Bottom line is this. We can be better, right? But hey, one thing that we didn't do, we allowed Georgia Tech to play one-dimensional football, and we did nothing about it. And so for the safeties,
Sometimes y'all be on that bull junk.
that's all I'm gonna say to you. But last but not least, right? I'm not even gonna say bullshit on this one because they flat out did their goddamn job. They flat out did their goddamn job. So hey, listen, special teams, they were special. They was real as goddamn special, right? We could, hey, what else could we ask for special teams outside of, hey man, let's get this apart return. I mean, that's about it. But they did their job. Talk to me about it.
Well, you got to say it was so beautiful when old Buck was kicking that ball. Buck kicked it all the way, but you wouldn't get no return on Buck. And then even Mata scared me one time, but it don't make a difference. He made him, so he was perfect on that. A nice field goal that he kicked 43 yards or whatever the case may be. Did a great job. I was impressed with the special teams. They put work in. Great job to those young men. They did. You saw men running. You saw young men running, doing what they're supposed to be doing with that. The only thing I will say, I saw one thing. The person who was on the edge blocking on that corner, he going to have to do a little bit more getting it. When people are going wide, he up there just sticking his hand out. He needs to do a little bit more because that boy would have got that ball. You sometimes, come on, guys. You can't just put your hand out. You got to put at least touch him a little bit. But with all that being said, they getting an A because they did what they supposed to. They were special, and kudos to them, and kudos to the special team coach.
I was waiting for somebody to bring that up, but hey, listen, when I seen that boy out there with that 4X jersey on, I said, boy, you just better hope you don't get an opportunity to run this thing, because somebody finna flatline you with this goddamn jersey on, and they might take all the wind out your dog. I'm just like, hey man, y'all couldn't find that boy no smaller jersey. Now I ain't the most smallest person in the world, but whoever managing y'all jerseys, they could have did a better job than that, dog. Like, flat out. Like, you already knew this boy was on punt return, and you want to go find the biggest jersey to put on him? Come on, dog. That boy is like 130 pounds soaking wet, man. You gonna go put the biggest jersey on him. Come on, man. But hey, that is this week of, you know what I'm saying, y'all be on that bull job segment. Grace. Like I said, man, the special teams, the highlight of this, if there was one highlight that you could take as a plus out of this weekend, was special teams were special. But I'll say this, right? I don't think that my prediction on this team changes by any means about what's going on, right? I would say that. I don't think the expectation changes, right? I think there's some areas that we can clean up, some minor areas that we can clean up and be completely better, right? But it starts with attitude and want, right? As much as Georgia Steve comes in and say, hey, man, go run the ball, go do this, go do that, there are certain things that we flat out just, if we minimize those, this is a different game. If we understand situational football, time, score, that right there alone will make us 30 times better. We get that part fixed, and I don't think that they actually went through situational football of, hey, if this happened, this is what we're going to do. If that happened, right, it's easy to say, hey, this person out. But going through those actual scenarios of, hey, we're down, 2-minute drill, hey, we got a minute on the clock, we're down, this is what we're doing, I don't think that was executed to a T. So that's what I would say to this whole thing, and I think a lot of these things will fix. Hey, listen, grade the coaches. Grade the coaches. All right, so you want to do this, grade the coach?
Oh,
you
yeah.
Really want to do this? You really want to do it? Y'all really want to do this? Okay.
You could put bull junk on there, because at the end of the day,
Sometimes y'all be on that bull junk.
On there, I'm gonna be as real as possible. They lost this one. They lost this one. They lost this one. And I'll just leave it as that. The defensive coordinator, the yards they put on him, he got to take them. He got to take them yards, because that's on him. The offensive coordinator, whew. So for me, you can, I was in the military and we had to do something. We saluted, but we saluted the flagpole. So here you go. The flag was on the flagpole and we salute. So you get that F, baby. You're going to have to get it. You can, because I'm not criticizing them young men, and those young men played hard and they tried to do what you asked them to do. So they get some of it too. But y'all got to get that F because at the end of the day, y'all getting millions of dollars. And y'all the most and I'm trading them off the experience. The
Yeah.
experience that they have. I'm watching a team right now and I'm seeing situational and everything else. So all I'm saying is I got to get it wasn't their best day. It was not their best day, especially with everything that was given to them. 3 turnovers,
Hey,
3 in a row.
hey, and you know what? Because of what?
Sometimes y'all be on that bull jump.
Hey,
Yeah,
that's why y'all ain't seen no well off of recent people. Because y'all be on that what?
Sometimes y'all be on that bull jump.
Hey, I do it. Thank you for holding me accountable about the coach staff because I forgot to put the coach staff on there. But thank you for holding me accountable because I should have put them on there. All right, I should have put them on there. But hey, let's be real. When you talk about this over 200 plus years of NFL experience and all this, and to not understand situational football and to time management, oh yeah. That was some real bull jump right there. That was some real bull jump. I ain't gonna get into the timeout situation. I'm gonna leave that alone because at some point it is what it is.
but Rob, I ain't going at the end of the game. I ain't gonna even go at the end of the game. I've noticed during the first half, they don't use timeouts. I'm like, when you this is where I'm going.
We used to talk about in a bad situation though.
Yeah, but you still left with 4. At the end of the day, at the end of the game, it was 4 timeouts that was not even called. And you don't have to call a timeout just to call a timeout. I get it. You shouldn't have to. But I promise you, if I'm getting ready and I got them 3 turnovers and we didn't score on that second one, that third series, I'm calling a timeout somewhere in there, and I'm doing something because we got to change something because I know how vital it is to score on that third one when you didn't score on that second one. So that's just me and on that one. So that's the things I do because you have to stop it and be like, I saw Nick Saban would go over to Lane Kiffin and rear his tail out with all that throwing and tell him and stay beside him. Well, like on Nick stay beside him until they run that football, and then he'll look at him and say, "We're gonna run it again," and wouldn't leave. So Coach Prime is nice, man. Coach Prime Coach Prime gonna have to change up a little bit. Coach Prime gonna have to get him. Back to you, Rob.
I'm gonna say this. I think there's gonna be some accountability that's being held this week. I think the offensive coordinator is definitely going to be held accountable this week for some of the bull job that you know what I'm saying, that you put out there. You know what I'm saying? But if I say this, right, when we talk about coaching, if it's one coach that flat out won the weekend, I got to say it's Marshall Faulk. I have to give credit where credit due. Marshall Faulk absolutely won this weekend, right? The situation he put his running backs in to be successful was goddamn, thank you. Hey, but Marshall, the only thing I got for you, you should have got on that goddamn. Hey, man, give my goddamn running backs the ball some more. Give him some more. Give him some more. We want some more of that work. All right? And that's the only thing I'm going to be mad at you about, Marshall. Because it should have been some mosh in that thing. Hey, man, get that boy the ball, man. You know what I'm saying? Call it number one more time. Let me know that they can stop us. That's all.
Rob, I'm going to throw something at you. That might be, might throw some people for a loop. I watched Jack.
Pollock too.
Pollock did a good job. But I watched Jackson State. And do you know who's the offensive coordinator for Jackson State?
I don't know this year.
The head coach, TC.
Oh, TC Taylor. Yeah, he used to be the offensive coordinator. He was the first offensive coordinator.
Exactly. And what I'm telling you, TC can call a game. TC stays committed to that run, and if he got a quarterback that hit them the receivers still get the ball, but they committed to that run. And I'm like, Brett did a fantastic job. Brett coming in my office, and Brett's going to go over some stuff with me to say, hey, what we should be looking like. That's me. I'm calling Brett to my office, and ain't no disrespect to anybody else. It's about winning. Brett, come to my office. I want you to show me, because you got to realize what they're running. Brett ran with your boy. Brett ran with your boy, the one who passed away, the coach.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, Brett did a fantastic job, and he'll be able to relate more with that RPO quarterback than I think Schumer will. But that's just me. Back to you, B-Rob.
No. Who was offensive coordinator last at Jackson State?
Brett, I'm with you too on that one.
When Prime had his best success with the offensive side of the ball, who was that? The person still on the staff. It ain't like the person went somewhere. He's still on the staff. right.
Yeah, he's the offense. They got him as the quarterback something.
No, he's the passing game coordinator.
Yeah, the
That's
passing
what
game. He should be the one who's running the offense. Because what I'm saying, because what I'm saying is you have to have somebody who can relate to that young man and who's been running that. Schumer has not been running no RPO, man. Come on, folks. He's not been running that. And it's no knock on him. Sometimes I'll put it this way, and people can take it any kind of way they want to. Sometimes it's a good thing when it's time for a horse, they've ran their race. Where do you put them at? You put them in the pasture. You put them out there. It's time. They can go eat some grass. They can go play with the other horses and stuff like that. It comes a time, and I just think right now, it's been 2.5 years, and Coach Prime, you got rid of everybody else. You didn't get rid of them. You just moved them, and this would be the perfect time. Pat, you can still be up there. Brett, you're down here. You're going to be running this here, and let's look at something. Let's look at something different.
I'm just telling you like this. The best offense Prime had was Brett was calling the goddamn plays when he had to structure the offense. And I'm talking
had 1,000-yard rushers.
Yeah,
had 1,000-yard rushers.
He ran that thing.
That's my Wilkerson. Wilkerson. He had 1,000-yard runner.
Wilkerson had 1,000, and then the next running back had like 600-700 yards.
600 or 700 yards.
It wasn't like, hey, we got one running back. No, they had
two
of them.
But they also was throwing the ball because they had that boy that everybody talking about, he Moss, Holden, or whatever the boy name.
They had Shane Hooks out there.
Yeah, and the one who wouldn't come to Colorado, the one boy who didn't come to Colorado, they was telling him, come to Colorado. He said, no, he went.
Yeah, I know you're talking about. They had Daniels out there.
Yeah.
They had Travis out there. They had my boy Coleman out there.
That's him. Yeah.
They had him, and he was on punt return. Every time, if he dropped the punt, he's out the game.
He picked it up and he was gone.
And then they had Davis.
Yep.
Yeah. Hey, listen, trust me. I know everything about that now.
But the receivers got the ball though, Rob.
In his offense, they blocked.
Oh, they sure did. Oh, they blocked. Because they know if you don't block, you don't play. You don't block, you don't play. So all I'm saying is this one here. You gotta change, man. 2.5. Come on, dog. Come on, dog. It's good to be friends. You can still keep your job for this here. You can still stay up there. But come on, man. If it's about winning, let's do winning. Because you can't, bro. They call man. You watch. I just give you something. You watch Buff and Prime and stuff like that, and I get a dude credit. The dude calling plays. He called the plays before they even come out there. I'm like, come on, folks. When you get to the point where folks doing that, you gotta say, man, I gotta switch it up at least 5 or 6 times. You don't know what I'm gonna do.
Well, see, here's the thing. It can look the same, and you can run variations of different things. That's the thing about it is there's no counter punch to anything that you're doing. Like, hey, I'm gonna show you this bubble screen. The next time I show you this bubble screen, it's a pump and that thing gone. You know what I'm saying? Like that's some type of stuff Brent gonna do. He gonna, hey, I'm gonna show you. He gonna look pretty like I'm gonna do that. Boom, pop that thing and it's up. You know what I'm saying? On top of your head, 6 on the board. But there's things that we just don't do. Now, I'll give credit to this. This is probably the most motional game that we've seen for its motion in the offense that we didn't see in the entire Colorado history of your Prime Banner. So I get some type of credit.
Great job. But we're throwing the ball behind the line of scrimmage. But great job.
Right. So the everything that we asked for, we actually got it. It's just the execution piece behind it was suspect. That's the part. It was suspect. And so we really never got to a groove. But if you actually go and watch it from an all-22 standpoint, the concepts, I understand the game plan or the concepts of what he was trying to do because it was things open. It's just we didn't execute and get the ball where it needs to get to. That's not what it was.
But Rob, I'll put it to you this way. It's like a couple. And as a couple, you have relations and people go and say they'll do the missionary position. And they do it over and over and over. Does it work? Yeah, it'll work. It'll work. It'll have its thing. But it ain't nothing to it. So all I'm saying is you can't have it where we're doing the same thing over and over and over again. Come on, folks. Can it work? Yes. Any offense you throw out there, it's some things that can work. But you need to have it where you're making people think, you're making people eyes do things, deceive them, and then you just go from there. So I'd rather have that than coming up there where people can come in there and they can call every play we're going to do. Oh, you getting ready to do this here. Oh, you getting ready to do this here? Come on, folks.
You
Let's
know
come up
what's
with something else.
you know what's crazy? This what threw me off with Georgia Tech. That y'all didn't know that the puller of the guard attacker was coming when they kept showing you that and well off that was coming and sort of and see and look that everything that happened on Friday looked exactly identical to what you seen on well off. Like I could tell you what was gonna happen before it was happening because I'm like, yeah, that's gonna be like the second and third call that's being played. Like they keep showing you this play. It's gonna be the second or third play that get called. Granted, 2 plays in, what you see? Georgia Steve pulling out to the goddamn. I'm like, dog, come on, baby. It can't be this easy, dog. It can't be. Like when when the quarterback scored on that touchdown, I already knew what defense we finna come out in, and everybody was gonna be misassigned. I knew that off the rip. I said, I'm looking at who in the game. I said, dog, number 6 ain't played all goddamn game, and you got him in the game in the most critical time. Oh, this might be a touchdown, dog. I ain't even gotta watch it. What did he do? Missed assignment. He ran smooth to the outside, and all he did was put his foot in the ground and just took off. I said, God, bro, you can't make it up. You can't make it up. I'm like, bro, I just seen this at practice. I see what y'all do with K-Saw. And then you gonna turn around and you do the exact, bro, all right, it's practice. But y'all keep talking about it's practice, right? It's practice, all right. But hey, we gonna end this thing out, man. We had some fun up here, man. I'm glad everybody, chimed in, things like that. So we gonna have a show tomorrow. We're gonna move on to Delaware. We're gonna get this thing rocking for Delaware because we got another game, man. We can't keep dwelling on what happened. That game happened on Friday. It's over with. Time to start moving on to Delaware and get things popping, man. Thank everybody for tuning in. Before we end this thing though, man, make sure you hit the like, share, subscribe. If you're rewatching this thing, leave a comment. Let us know where you're checking in from. Anything that's about the show, man, because we want to make sure that we give you everything that you're looking for here. But hey, give us something to put on give the fans something to ease their mind. Because I think it's still a lot of season, or it's definitely a lot of season ahead of us. But there's some great opportunities that we're going to capitalize on in these next few weeks that's going to get everything and going in the right way.
Well, the fans should do that. Fans should just slow down. This is a race. And in a race, you don't worry about the first 20. You the first 10 yard, 20. Don't worry. We got this. We got this. Coach Prime understands what's at cost right now. And what we got to realize, talent-wise, what I saw, they didn't give up. They're very talented. I mean, and we're deep. That's the crazy part. When you can put 22 people out there on defense and they can't cry no more, saying they didn't have opportunity. One thing I give Coach Prime credit for, he give you an opportunity. It's what you do. So for the people out there, don't worry. K-Salt is fine. K-Salt is fine. K-Salt gonna get out of his mind. He gonna be the K-Salt that he's supposed to be, and you're gonna be fine. And the good thing I tell people about that, if K-Salt is not fine, we got the Golden Boy behind him. And I can tell you something right now. The offense is going to look totally different when the Golden Boy get out there. And I ain't going to go there. And I ain't going to even go there.
See, now you got to go there now. Because, now I was trying to lead. I was trying to save you. I was trying to. What's going to win there? That boy played like he knew someone was behind him. And he knew if he made a mistake, he was coming out. That's what it really was about Friday. It was like, I am going to go out here and play so I don't make a mistake. Because if I make 1 or 2 mistakes, it's over with. And if I get these keys to Young Buck,
he ain't coming out. He ain't coming out because of the relationship he has with those. If you look at it, when I heard them receivers talking about the relationship that they have with Juju, they're gonna play totally different. I ain't saying they're doing anything else, but you're gonna see them Joker play a little different because they know they gonna be eating. They gonna be eating more.
There's 2 things that alarm you. There's no L on that jersey. Pay attention. So that means that you ain't doing what you supposed to be doing.
But I already knew that when he didn't start doing the spring ball. And I tell folks this here: if K-Salt would have played like he played at spring ball, just moved the chain, we'd have won that game easily. If he would have played like spring ball when he had the second string, where he didn't have all that talent to go over the top and all that stuff, take the 5 yards, K-Salt. K-Salt, that's the same thing 12 is going to have to do now. Take the 5 yards. It's good football. Move the chains. You'll never come off the field moving the chains because as long as you're moving the chain, the clock is going and the clock is going, you're winning. You're winning because the other team can't score if you got the ball. So that's what K-Salt has to do. But I'll tell you what, man, K-Salt got pressure on him. Because that young man behind him and K-Soft better not take them hits.
It's
Them
pressure,
hits.
baby.
He got pressure because he got somebody back there that can, when I say can throw that ball, Juju can throw that ball, man. Juju just different.
Now that's why I said earlier. I said K-Soft they made K-Soft run his offense like it's a door because they already know who offense is really gonna be. So they just trying to get everybody revved up. Say, hey, don't worry about it. Team for to come in there thing, and it's gonna look like a dunk. Like, damn, dog, you couldn't do this, dog. Oh, this. Let me go to sleep. He's open. Don't worry about it. So all those missed throws that you think that he keep missing, don't worry about it.
Juju ain't gonna miss him. And if for Juju, but like I said, even for Juju, you're going to have to lean on Micah to make sure you make it easy for him. Get a nice running game, so when he's sitting back there, he got a clean pocket and he has some avenues to dump the ball off. And with the tight end, Juju's gonna use the tight end because Juju ain't taking them hits. So all that being said, we got a lot, Rob, to look forward to.
I'll say this: we had a clean pocket, and you just didn't deliver some of them balls. Like, we had a clean pocket. Like, you can't ask for that. You got it. You had opportunity to call your mommy, auntie, your grandma, kinfolk, and tell them, hey, we coming, baby.
He said he was reading it. He said he was reading the thing, and because he had time. He had time. A couple times they moved him out of thing, but that's football. But
I just want to end this thing off on on a good note. So that's why I was like, man, any final thoughts, man? Listen, I know there's some real pressure behind you, and I know that these receivers really rock with Juju. I don't know if it's good. You know what I'm saying? They trying to get you up out the way, but hey, my brother, you gonna have to tighten up, and you got to get on the chemistry with these wide receivers. Because the one you say you really rock with, they ain't get the ball either. So you better figure some things out, dog. But hey, let's get up out of this thing, man. Let's get up out of this thing. We keep this thing rolling. Because I'm trying to get away from it. But you keep making some points. I'll be like, hey, man, we got to touch base on that, dog. We ain't gonna let that one slide. But hey.
It's always nice to be on your podcast, Rob the Man, because you keep it real with the people. You kick out there, you kick information to them. And all I tell people, hey, y'all need to make sure that y'all taking care of your family, doing the right thing. And also, when it comes to Colorado, y'all don't worry. Colorado is fine. Colorado is fine. They're going to be fine with this one here. But, I tell people, quit putting stuff in the microwave. This ain't microwave. We're cooking. Cooking it on the stove. So we're fine. Y'all take care of yourself. God bless. Rob, it's always nice to get on your podcast. And you keep doing what you're doing, man, because you're making it happen. So we're going to say a good night to you and do your thing, because we done did that bull jump.
Oh, yeah. Hey, listen, every Monday, that bull jump is coming. We gonna find out some grades about that bull jump, all right? So, hey, as always, man, appreciate everybody for tuning in, because we know y'all could have been somewhere else, but y'all came in here, y'all rock with us for the night. Make sure y'all hit that like button on y'all way out, man. Like I said, schedule's out for the week, right? We will have a show tomorrow. I don't know how much Coach Dre could be on. He is dealing with a situation with a family, definite family. So, man, y'all just stay y'all prayers out to Coach Dre. Anything that y'all can. Just love him, my brother. Wednesday, See You Aunties will be on. I do know they got a special guest coming on, but I can't tell you who, because it ain't my show. It's the See You Aunties. Now, I might be on there, but it's a See You Aunties show. So, man, y'all check out the See You Aunties on Wednesday. And then we have a show on Thursday. Still don't know. Still up in the air on Friday about the show time, when that will be. And then we'll see y'all on Saturday. So, 7 days this week. Y'all going to see it. So, hey, man, stay tuned. Tap in. Lock in. Hit that notification bell. If you ain't get a notification, turn that notification bell off. Turn it back on. You start receiving notifications back again, man. We back at it, man. We'll see you guys in the next one.